Here's a myth that you've been sold. Money is the root of all evil. So the actual quote, this comes from 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." Money itself is not the root of all evil. Loving it too much is, in other words, greed is, but money itself is just a tool. It's like a hammer. You can use a hammer to build a house or torture a kitten. Regardless of how you use that hammer, the hammer itself is not evil. The hammer is just an inanimate object. It is the person wielding the hammer who chooses whether to use it for the benefit of society or for uncompassionate purposes. The thing is, money just amplifies who you already are. If you were already kind of an and then you get a bunch of money, now you're just an with money. But if you're a good person and you have money, then the way that you handle and spend your money reflects that. Money doesn't change you. I think that's another myth or another misconception. Certainly it changes what you think about. It changes some of the considerations that go into your decision making. Absolutely. It changes the types of problems that you have, but it doesn't change fundamentally who you are. It merely amplifies it. It allows you to express who you are in a much louder, more obvious way. If you were a materialistic, hyper-consumer princess, but you just didn't have very much money, and then all of a sudden you got money, well, guess what? That money would amplify that tendency that was already there within you. Likewise, if you're the hard-charging CEO entrepreneurial type, but you never had much money and then suddenly you get some and you invest it all into growing this massive business, well, guess what? Money's just amplifying the fact that you've always been that hard-charging CEO type. If you're someone who values spending a lot of time with your family, well, having money is going to free up your time, which will allow you to do more of that. Whenever you hear people say that money is the root of all evil, just remember, we should neither blame nor praise money. Money is nothing more than a tool. It is our job to learn how to use that tool in the most optimal, authentic way that we can. All right, the next myth. Money causes conflict. Mo money, mo problems. When you were a child, if you saw your parents arguing about money, then the impression that a lot of people get is that money is the cause of conflict because, oh, look, mom and dad are arguing about money again. And so I think a lot of children learn to associate money with fighting, and then they grow up with this idea that money is the cause of conflict. Really, money is a representation of values and priorities. Because it is limited, you need to make decisions, trade-offs, around how you spend it. And so an argument about money fundamentally is really an argument about values. What do you value more? Eating organic food or cutting your food budget so that you can boost your savings rate? I can't tell you which one of those answers to choose. That's a values question. And so when you have two people, when you have a couple fighting about that, it's not the money they're fighting about, it's the priorities. This is part of a YouTube series we're doing about myths, misunderstandings, and misconceptions around money. If you'd like to learn more, check out some of these other YouTube videos, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.